What's up YouTube? ODST Journal back again. I've recorded this video once already, but the audio was really bad for it. It had a lot of issues, so I'm coming back to re-record it. I didn't want it to sound like I was in a wind tunnel. Any sort of extra pronunciation, like where I really had to like go out of my way to say it, just sounded like I was in a wind tunnel. I really wish I had a new mic here, just because even though the audio quality, the sound is really good, that's an issue. Anyways, this OpTrade news is long overdue. There's a lot of news to cover. We'll start with community stuff, move into Operation Trebuchet, and then into the first contact mod. So, as far as the community stuff goes, I'm just trying to shoot from off memory, so I might miss some stuff, and if I do, I apologize. Just because, like I said, I've recorded this several times already, so sorry guys. First up, we've got the Community Armor Project. This first picture you guys are seeing right now is actually my favorite of the helmets. There's a huge variety of them, but these two I'm showing you guys, I won't show you the rest, are the most unique. This one, obviously, it looks like he's put a crack into the visor and he's smoking a cigar through it, which is pretty fantastic. And then, I don't really like the hexagonal shapes on these helmets. I mean, if you don't mind them, more power to you. And then this next picture, it looks like there's a mouth on the helmet with some eyes on the top. The other pictures are just variations of like razor blades along a stripe on the helmet, and you've got like red helmets and black visors and green visors and all sorts of stuff like that. And I didn't like those as much. But if you want some unique camouflage or patterns and stuff like that, but Opcan's a little too boring for you, this is the way to go. Alright, so switching news. MA5. The MA5C and B will be put into the mod. They're going to see a lot of changes compared to the current MA5 model, the base model. Gone will be the built-in zoom, as well as probably the grenade launcher, since the devs have not figured out how to work that in. The ammo counter will be built into these variants, and instead of being able to replace that with a scope, you'll be able to take off a little part of the ammo counter, as you guys are about to see, and place varying scopes on there as you'd like. So as you see, that lifts up off. I'm assuming that acts like a scope, so that's pre-built on there, so that it looks flush with the gun. And then, it's interchangeable with the scopes. And then, that way it works with the rail system, and it can look like a regular MA5 without that. Possibly having a variant with the iron sights. I'm not sure. Devs haven't discussed this. They haven't said if there will be iron sights available for it or not. Here's another closer, more detailed shot of it from the different side. This is obviously the MA5C. All these MA5s will also operate a little bit differently from one another. I'm not sure how the C will act compared to just the basic MA5, but like I said, it won't have that grenade launcher, so that probably will be a pretty big difference there. Fire-wise, though, I'm sure you can expect different fire rate or ammo amounts, stuff like that, maybe different accuracy. Not much to say about this one. I mean, it's obvious what it is. They're just doing a new model for the magazine here, and I don't know if there's really anything else to discuss about it. I probably put this up for longer than I needed to. But that'll give me a little bit of extra time to talk about the MA5B here. So the 5B, which you're about to see, will act a little bit differently from the C and just the regular base MA5. It's going to act somewhere between an assault rifle and a machine gun. As you guys can see, it's got that all-black finish, but it varies. I mean, it's got a lot of the same functionality that the C will have. It's got that rail system, and it might be hard to tell from these pictures, but you can see there's like that little cutout where that cover is on the rail system for the C. That same system is on the B here. B and C will both be included in the next update, so those are both ready to go. It's unclear, like the devs haven't specifically addressed the exact statistics of each gun versus one another, but I suspect the B is going to be pretty popular. I think they're trying to shoot for as close to the original Halo as you can get, that heavy assault rifle. They'll probably have the 60 round magazine stock versus maybe like a standard 32 that might be on the C. So we're not just getting weapons, obviously. We're also getting medical stuff. You've got the opcan here. This is obviously from ODST if you guys have played that. These medical stations will be, props that you can place on maps and stuff. They won't come as any sort of healing script instead. The dev team's going to have health dispensers that you'll be able to edit in and place into these at your own will, so that way, it's an inventory item that, you can just pop in there and the players can take out as they want. Um, Here we've got another shot of the interior here. You get to see all the decals and stuff. And like I said, I like small stuff in these mods. And, this obviously doesn't serve any sort of gameplay purpose. It's this sort of thing that brings the mod to life. It brings in all the small details, all these different tests, oh, do you need your eyes checked? Are you feeling, a headache or sick or fever? Is this a severe injury? All these different things. And, it's a nice little thing to see all this detail put into it. I think most of these are probably, well, obviously all this is custom textures and stuff like that. I haven't looked at the optican in a while, so I don't remember what these uh, ads and stuff looked like in actual ODST. But what they did do good compared to the original is what it looks like at nighttime. So obviously a good chunk of ODST took place at night. So if you look at this, it's just beautiful. I mean, the white textures and stuff that fits in with the Halo vibe, but this thing lights up. You get all the red lights and all the screens light up and stuff, and even though the rest of it would be pitch black, all this lights up and it just looks really awesome. Um, there's also another picture I forgot to include, so I'll have to talk a little bit longer and try to remember to edit that in. Um, Actually, you know what? That's not necessary. I can just show you guys. I won't have the independent picture, but in this next image here, you can see that they've also got like half one or quarter of one just hanging off a wall. It's not the whole building. Instead, you just place this onto the side of the wall, and it's same functionality. You'll be able to place in the health kits of your own, will and volition. Not having to be forced to put that on there if you don't want to either. We've also got several ads and stuff in here, and I don't know about half of these, so you're gonna have to forgive me. Looks like you got like movie ads, shipping companies, all sorts of different stuff. There's one dining place which we'll have a better shot on. There's also some ads across the street, as well as a different vending machine that you can't see here. So that's a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, small details. This is adding more and more of that small detail to bring this city to life and make it feel more like the actual Halo universe. Um, Here's another shot of some of those stuff a little bit up closer. You see a Traxxas sign, Havati Goodwin, which is a dining place, and then the vending machine here, which I think is from Halo 5. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the Halo 5 vending machine, because obviously Halo, even though vending machines aren't a big part of it, I think a lot of Halos have actually had vending machines in one way, shape, or form, like the Rooster Teeth vending machines in Halo 2. But let's get into some of the more exciting news. First Contact has finally had a news update, thanks to Nido Vizard asking for an update. The devs were happy to oblige. Um, we've got two image dumps here. We've got a new elite that's being worked on. Obviously, it's not textured or anything, but it's a vast improvement from the current model. The current elite has a lot of issues, not only model-wise, but AI-wise, and I don't know if this has been addressed, but, I tried playing with the AI elites. They won't shoot in the ghosts, and, they're, when they do shoot on foot, it's kind of rare. So while they can be a threat, if done correctly by a level designer, they haven't really worked out super great. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people were looking forward to the elites in the Covenant, but they're so bad right now. Most people don't even want to touch them. This current elite looks really awesome. Hopefully it won't have the same bugs that its predecessor had. It definitely looks a lot better. But really well done here is this Wraith tank. I can't tell if this is supposed to be textured or not, because it doesn't have that purple sheen that the Wraith normally has. But there's definitely a texture or like mapping to it, so it looks like it's metal. It's got that sheen and stuff. Obviously, this is taken in a 3D engine in various shots, so don't read too much into it, because this obviously won't be what it looks like in game. Nonetheless, though, this is a vast improvement from the Ghost. Also, we haven't had any more information, unfortunately, regarding other stuff. We know a number of other things are under work, like Carbine, things like that. Um, at any rate, guys, I think I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter than last time. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're looking at a release for May before I end this. So just remember, for more Optray information, follow this channel, and I'll see you guys around.